Now begins the main content. The Cold Mr. House suddenly posted 3 videos in a row on the Cold War temple, right? I'm going out to drink, don't worry about me. After drinking red wine, go to white wine, don't pay attention to me. Absolutely don't care about me, don't ask me who to sleep with tonight. Don't worry about me. 2 minutes later, I received a text message on my phone. You really don't pay attention to me? Deep Shuyan Lu Nguyen is so crazy. Are you two arguing again? When I received the call from Lu Nguyen's manager, I was comfortably watching a Cold War variety show. I knew right away, the only person who can influence her mood is you. The manager sighed, Tu Shuyan, please advise her. Look at what she has done. Fen is making a commotion, what has she done? As soon as I opened the Yen Swing, I received a notification from the Lu Nguyen system a few minutes ago, posting 3 Cold War videos in a row, right? Okay, I'm going out to drink, I won't come back. Don't call, don't text, don't pay attention to me. Do you think I will be upset if you don't care about me? Let me tell you, without you I can still live well. Don't pay attention to me after drinking red wine and drinking white wine. Absolutely don't care about me, continue the Cold War. I finally smelled freedom. Absolutely don't ask me who I'm sleeping with. She's crazy on the internet like this, she's such an attention seeker. I called Lu Nguyen, but unexpectedly she set the do not disturb mode. It's not okay with me. Lu Nguyen went to participate in a reality show. I'm scared by her. Come on X, a reality show about life that she previously rejected. Lu Nguyen flew over there as a special guest, and didn't even get sand to see. I was really mad, suddenly I remembered the rioting fans. She just posted 3 videos online, each with her beautiful body. Since when did she open her mind like this? Definitely don't delete the video. Sister, have you gone to a reality show? The setting seems to be a peaceful life, why is it so sudden? Something is wrong with her today, I don't know what to say, but it feels strange. Could it be that she secretly dated us behind our backs? But I must say, she is so easy, indeed. This is the action of an angry person. Sister Tam, help me arrange it. I also want to join that number. Okay, it's best if you go. Only you can comfort her. When I appeared at the live studio, the show's popularity had increased thanks to the appearance of Lu Nguyen and showed no signs of cooling down. In any case, she didn't take any advantage, so she just rushed towards the director, holding a pair of slightly larger dishes, laughing so much that her face was torn. But as for me, netizens' reactions were clearly divided into 2 camps. What did Deep Shuyan come here for? Does he need to be so obnoxious? Everywhere I look, I see him following him, deliberately creating heat, shameless. It's really too much, sticking his nose in everywhere he goes. What's he doing on a reality show about life? Does he know how to cook? Does he know how to do housework? Do you want to come here to be scolded? Unfortunately, I got into Lu Nguyen's car and turned it on and saw this bubbly guy. I just finished eating and wanted to say, here, I don't care about the insults in the comments. Looking for an opportunity to talk to Lu Nguyen, this time she directly pretended not to see me. Okay, I'll pass you by like I'm invisible. I ignored her and ran in to help her. As soon as I picked up the knife, someone snatched it away. Do you know how to cook and hold a knife without fear of cutting your hand? Lu Nguyen snatched the knife out of my hand, not forgetting to push me aside. Of course I know how to cook. I countered, the food I cook makes dogs not even want to eat it. She coldly snorted and said meaningfully, that's right, even dogs don't eat. But who was the one who ate all the noodles I cooked the other day? You evil woman. She realized that she had said something wrong. Her face changed a bit, but she still showed the look of Tungeo destroying the food while cooking. Don't cause any more trouble for others, okay? Looking at him, I felt cursed. My Nguyen is still better, no matter if he's a coffee pot or something. If you help, you still have to help. It's strange, why do I keep feeling like Lu Nguyen is worried about Deep Shuyan? We're right, she cares about him a lot. Besides, why do I keep seeing Lu Nguyen standing in front of Deep Shuyan? It's different from usual, isn't it? Having been robbed of my vegetable chopping board, I ran to feed the sheep. As a result, Lu Nguyen chased after that hand and went to feed the sheep. She shouted, stepping even closer. I'm pretending to the point where you haven't even fed me yet. Is it easy enough? Can I go home? Lu Nguyen crossed her arms and shook her head. You haven't comforted me yet, I won't come back. I've chased you all the way here. Isn't it just to argue about whether washing the dishes requires washing the pot lid? It's not worth it. Sister, Lu Nguyen is serious, worth it, very worth it. I'm sleeping here tonight. I definitely won't come back with you. I'm already dead in my tracks. Don't worry about me. I still want to drink wine, red, white, yellow, blue. I drink it all just to make you uncomfortable. Don't care about me. I still want to sleep with you. I won't sleep in the same bed with you. Let's continue the Cold War. Don't care about me. I'm too free, I'm too free. Lu Nguyen felt extremely sorry for herself, completely unaware that her fans were shocked by these green tea words. Suze explodes with captured Suze. Lu Nguyen made her feelings public. Lu Nguyen speaks like green tea after drinking alcohol. Is she in love? Is this really our cold queen? Why bother? Lu Nguyen, have you changed? You don't keep a cold face anymore. I'm not used to it at all, haha. Lu Nguyen just lost control of her emotions in front of Deep Shuyan. Who can understand this feeling? Suddenly I felt like I could ship it. Afraid that Lu Nguyen would accidentally say something that shouldn't be said, I immediately moved forward to cover her mouth. Don't talk nonsense. I don't know you, we have no relationship at all. Lu Nguyen angrily pouted and wanted to say something, but I glared at her and stopped her. She snatched the carrot from my hand and squatted down to feed the sheep. Looks so pitiful. Even though Lu Nguyen went crazy on TV and accidentally announced our relationship, I still didn't admit it to the public. After all, she is the queen, and I am just an ordinary B-list actress. We are inherently not on the same level. I don't want her to be criticized because of me. If one day I'm lucky enough to be able to step up to a higher position, I think I will proactively publicize my love life. But not now. I just didn't expect that the whole world seemed to know me. Yen is in love, due to Lu Nguyen going crazy on live broadcast. The show's crew immediately changed the script, adding more game-playing parts to the reality show. After dinner, everyone gathered around the table to play games. Each person talked about the most memorable story in their life. I went first to Lu Nguyen, now I volunteered. All eyes immediately looked towards me. This was teasing me. I immediately lowered my head and focused on looking down. I was stretching my neck muscles. Back in high school, I sent a love letter to someone. Lu Nguyen said, her eyes unintentionally glanced at me. The others immediately said oh and teased. But that letter was thrown away, without looking at it again, and thrown directly into the bin. I died laughing. Haha, our high school's on how Dai Man Quan doesn't pay any more attention. Who is that person? I guess it's Deep Shuyan. Stop pretending, it's too obvious, I didn't expect the cold Hao Lu Nuyen to have this side. Could it be that only Deep Shuyan can unlock this personality? No, don't look at me and say that. Are you afraid that other people won't know it's me? I threw away your love letter, so what? Why don't you just say that you bit the love letter and gave it to me with your mouth? It's all saliva. I can't stand it anymore. So is our post-Lu photo of our first love that we couldn't forget very difficult to forget? Ha Kuang laughed and said, but in his eyes there was a hint of jealousy that was not easy to see. Lu Nuyen answered decisively, relaxation. Not only is it difficult to forget, but not seeing him for a day is unbearable. Ha Kuang's expression was a bit unbearable. After all, he had just established a balance with Lu Nuyen. So are you two still in contact now? As soon as Ha Kuang finished asking this question, he nervously observed Lu Nuyen's reaction. Unexpectedly, Lu Nuyen suddenly bowed her head and said nothing more. 2 seconds later, her shoulders trembled slightly, her light breathing brought with it a slight stuffy nose. When she raised her head, her eyes were red and she looked straight at me, like a woman complaining. There was contact, but now he doesn't pay attention to me anymore. We're at war. The corner of Ha Kuang's mouth twitched, as if he didn't expect that the person he had secretly liked for a long time was this type. He asked somewhat helplessly, so you two have been in love with each other since high school? Lu Nuyen blinked, tears rolling down, the corners of her eyes were red. She nodded shamelessly. That's right. I can't believe the scene, can you? After all, we're both public figures. How can we say we've been in love since high school? Furthermore, we are second years of college, officially dating. Okay, I really give up. Lu Nuyen looked pitiful while continuously looking at me with self-pitying eyes. The entertainment industry is full of sharp-eyed people, and many people here have realized that something is wrong between us. It's not convenient for me to react, it's just that someone is like a quail and I don't know that the live comment has completely changed. I ship Lu Nuyen and Deep Shuyan. There is definitely something unexpected about the two of them. The cold Lu Nuyen is like this in real life. I'm dying of laughter, haha. So the queen came to pursue her husband? Save me with a girlfriend like this, can you give me one? All my life I have practiced good deeds and accumulated virtue. The scene of Hao Lu Nuyen crying is something I should see. I admit I had intentions with Lu Nuyen, I just watched her cry. After Han Lu was actually in tears, everyone else pretended to comfort her. I keep going on each of these paragraphs. That's it. Unexpectedly, after a while, she asked and was thrown to me. Deep Shuyan, is there anything you can't forget? Ha Kuang asked me, not sure if I was hallucinating or not, but he looked a bit excited and had a strange light in his eyes. I couldn't help it, I regretted taking a big sip of wine. Remember, there was a beautiful woman who wasn't looking where she was riding her bike and ran straight into me, causing me to fall and my face to the ground. I've missed her all my life. Because of her, I now have a scar on my butt. Luckily it wasn't on my face, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to make a mess in the entertainment industry. I boldly guess that person is Lu Nuyen. I'm dying of laughter. I just discovered Deep Shuyan is a funny guy, ha ha ha. I was also knocked down, it hurt so much, I really felt sorry for Tu Shuyan. The moment Deep Shuyan put down the wine glass, his eyes turned to Lu Nuyen. For the first time in my life, I understood what it was like to have a knife in your eye. Looking at Lu Nuyen's scared appearance, I also recognized it. As soon as Deep Shuyan finished speaking, Lu Nuyen seemed frightened, not knowing what she was afraid of. I'm dying laughing. At this moment, Lu Nuyen held a glass of wine in both hands and stood up. I've already compensated a drink. She drank it all. Others lost all shame. Lu Nguyen, don't you know any shame? Ha Kwon thinks I'm a clown. Please kick me out of your relationship, thank you. When the other guests answered questions, I cowered in the corner, until I heard Lu Nguyen's shocking words. What, your boyfriend likes to curse at you? My boyfriend also likes to curse at me. Mine is your boyfriend and you are your ex-boyfriend. Your boyfriend doesn't cook for you, what are you thinking? Men's hands are not for cooking, look at me and learn. At home, I always cook, and of course I do the cleaning. I'm a hard-working boss, you're a hard-working boss. As a hard-working boss, when you came to her, she beat you to death. Can this prominent guy stop looking at me forever? Stop making faces to get compliments, okay? What do you say about housework? Are you afraid that people won't know you're living in his middle? Am I feeling dizzy? Start drinking one glass after another. Build it up, let me get used to today's embarrassing moment. Lu Nguyen laughed to death and quickly retreated. Does Deep Shuyan not want to make it public? Lu Nguyen went crazy on the spot. I didn't expect Lu Nguyen to be in love like this. Oh my god, I also want someone like that. People up there, there is no God, only God. Are you kidding internationally? Lu Nguyen looked towards Deep Shuyan, her face as if waiting to be complimented. It's really so funny. Deep Shuyan heard Lu Nguyen screaming loudly, talking to the point of spitting blood, so he could only bow his head and drink wine. These two are truly living treasures. I was in love, I drank too much wine, and when I returned to my room, I only saw a beautiful woman. I reflexively thought it was Lu Nguyen, but today Lu Nguyen seemed a bit violent. Grabbed my arm and pushed me straight to the room. I couldn't stand the feeling of being sick and vomited immediately. At this moment, a girl cried out and ran quickly. In my dream, I seemed to be pulled into an extremely soft embrace, my chest was soft. Lai Tina, what are you doing? The girl shouted angrily. Lai Tina is the second female character in the movie starring Lu Nguyen. Tam Hugh So. I advise you not to worry about money. Be careful, I will expose Tran about you and General Manager Tran. Lai Tina whispered threateningly. Worry about money. Tam Hugh So smiled coldly. I'll take care of it today. Lai Tina was about to say something, but was immediately kicked to the ground. After this drama, I was somewhat more alert, staring at Lu Nguyen's chest. It's nothing, it's just that I don't know when my hand was placed on her chest. It's so soft, I want to bury my face in it. Do you still know how to come back? I thought you were dead. Tam Hugh So's sour voice pushed me towards Lu Nguyen. I was so dizzy, I wanted to vomit. Got up from Lu Nguyen's arms, hugged the tree next to me, and vomited. Just as he finished vomiting, a black shadow rushed forward. Is Lai Tina in the vomiting area? Are you planning to eat it too? Lai Tina was silent for 2 seconds then vomited. His right hand slapped the thigh next to him, he laughed heartily, and whistled like a hooligan. Hit him, Lu Nguyen, hit him. Lu Nguyen brushed her hands off and walked over to pull me up. I'm spicy. If you don't let go, you will start to build a base of thugs. Don't touch me. The scoundrel has been slapped away by me. I'm not a gangster, I'm Lu Nguyen. Lu Nguyen is very patient. I'm afraid I'll go crazy again because of construction. She also did not lose patience, still gently coaxing me, even when I slapped her. That's right, when the leprosy hand somehow landed on her face. Tam Hugh So stood next to him, bitterly scolding Deep Shuyan, can you be more alert? Being scolded like that, I immediately burst into tears. My girlfriend doesn't love me anymore. She was aggressive towards me. Whoosh, I cry. It's gone. Tam Huso felt uncomfortable and started scolding Lu Nuyen again. "You're a female father, you female father, hateful. Do you dare to help his grandmother? I will tear your mouth out." Lu Nuyen didn't know what to do with me while building. Tam Huso stood next to me, angry because I was too weak. "What are you still standing here for? Hurry and help him go." Hearing that, Lu Nuyen helped me into the room. I dreamed a dream, a very strange dream. In the dream, I held Lu Nuyen's tail, strand by strand. Her eyes, Lu Nuyen, were red. "You touched me bored." I hugged me and said, "Tu Shuyan, if one day I leave, you have to be strong." The next second, the pair gradually disappeared. Lu Nuyen's whole body also became transparent. I had a splitting headache and tried to open my eyes to look for her. I don't want her to disappear, but I can't wake up no matter what. Then I had another dream. In my dream, I rode a flying pig. "Lu Nuyen, last night you rode a flying pig." Even though I'm angry with her, when something funny happens, the first person I think of is still her. Lu Nuyen also just woke up. On her head, there were still a few loose strands of hair sticking up. Looking at her bewilderedly, I was a bit stunned. "What was that flying pig last night?" He felt like he was riding a pig running away. Lu Nuyen was silent for 2 seconds. Face reluctantly smiled. "Yes, I'm that pig." Before I could react, Ha Kwang's voice suddenly rang out from next to me. "Tisk, TSK, TSK, I'm already eating for wages early in the morning. I really don't let people live." Ha Kwang looked at me with complicated eyes. Why do I have the feeling that after sleeping, everything has changed? Today is very interesting. Ha Kwang gave a reminder. I opened my phone. Wow, today's HTSUC degree is occupied by Lu Nuyen and Lai Tina. Lu Nuyen beat someone. Lu Nuyen knows martial arts. Lai Tina harassed. I was stunned, picked up the phone and asked Lu Nuyen, "Who is Lai Tina harassing?" Lu Nuyen didn't know what to think, her face looked a bit ugly. "Deep Shuyan, next time you can't drink alcohol anymore." This is the first time I've seen Lu Nuyen so serious. My intuition told me something was wrong. Last night I got so drunk that I lost my memory, but I don't remember anything at all about what happened. I immediately surfed the web to find out. It turned out that the program team had surveillance cameras to protect guests everywhere they could film. Therefore, everything that happened last night was fully recorded. I also gradually remember some things. Only the part where Lu Nuyen helped me back to my room is missing. It seems to have been deleted. I'm most curious about why Ha Kwang suddenly changed his attitude towards me. It's unbelievable. Lai Tina is this type of person. Who did I idolize? The camera was still recording, but Lai Tina dared to be so blatant. I don't even know what's going on behind me, just thinking about it makes me feel scary. Luckily there is Tam Huso. Still snuggled up with Deep Shuyan, Lu Nuyen. Truly Deep Shuyan's girlfriend. Looking at Lu Nuyen's appearance, I was afraid that she would kick Lai Tina to death. Don't say anything else, Mr. Hao. Very cool when angry. Last night Lai Tina was taken to the police station. Lu Nuyen also added fuel to the fire, sending all previously dark documents to the police. It turns out Lai Tina bullied the actor more than once. Even forced them to kiss them while filming. The dignity is so poor, it's even more disgusting that it involves minors. This time she freely sat in the closet. Lai Tina completely collapsed. Her career also collapsed. At first her fans tried to protect her, but then when they saw clear evidence, they also left her one by one. I discovered something was wrong with Lu Nuyen. I found a corner, there was no one, and secretly asked her, What's wrong with you? Why do you look so sad? Lu Nuyen looked miserable. She hesitated. Tu Shuyan, if I tell you the truth, will you forgive me? I still felt something was wrong, so I asked, what's going on? Lu Nuyen sighed. Lai Tina is the person brought by Tam Tin Q. Tam Tin is the daughter of stepmother Lu Nuyen. The two of them are always at odds with each other. Thinking of some possibilities, a chill crawled down my spine. So she wants to destroy me, make me lose my reputation, and become a thorn in the eyes of the entire social network. Lu Nuyen nodded silently. I was silent. It's really Lu Nuyen. Raising his head, his eyes looked at me with some sadness. I'm so tired. Lu Nuyen, she was a bit worried about my mental state, placing her hands on my shoulders. Tren and Tu Shuyan, don't worry, I will protect you. Don't be afraid. Dreaming, I'm not afraid. Wait, in broad daylight, does she dare to kidnap me? Unexpectedly, Tam Tin actually kidnapped me in broad daylight. My mouth is really unlucky. Fly. During a break in the middle of filming a charity program, I just went to the bathroom to go out and was kidnapped. Bad luck follows me, even drinking cold water can cause stuffiness. By the time I saw light again, I was in a warehouse. Are you Deep Shuyan? Don't blame. If I want to blame, then blame you. How many people who don't love Lu Nuyen? Now you're kidnapped by me. Tam Tin has a scholarly face, but her tone is extremely rude. It's even a little scary, making people extremely uncomfortable. It's best to let me go. I calmly said, don't do anything stupid. I'm filming a reality show and also doing a live stream. Everyone knows I'm filming the show. Do you want to self-destruct? Lu Nuyen stole what belonged to me. She must pay the price. What did she steal from you? Tell me. I beat her up. I was blinded by the glare behind me, crawling on the floor, inching closer to her. You hit her? Tam Tin looked at me in surprise. I nodded seriously. Yes, I broke her head. Tam Tin didn't seem to believe it. From childhood to adulthood, Lu Nuyen was always pampered. Her parents, grandparents, they all love her. Every time she appeared, I was just like a stranger, never able to blend in. Isn't this the mother's fault? Why did it fall on Lu Nuyen's head? I said as I tried to rub off the string behind my back. Why blame my mother? Because your mother is a minor, stealing Lu Nuyen's mother's husband. At that time, she was only 1 year old, her mother was forced to the point of depression and committed suicide. Isn't it normal for Lu Nuyen to be loved by everyone? Tam Tin was stunned. Are you telling the truth? Of course. Lu Nuyen told me personally. She also said she would give her some shares in the future so she wouldn't have to worry about food and money. Is she good? Tam Tin gradually let go of her vigilance towards me. Really? I still see the contract. Didn't you kidnap me to threaten Lu Nuyen into giving you shares? But my mother said that my father had an affair while still married. He had an affair with Lu Nuyen's mother first. That's why Lu Nuyen is big. 1 year older than me, I seem to understand. Tam Tin, what an idiot. Do you only listen to your mother's words? Don't listen to what other people say? Tam Tin was silent. Okay. Looking at it, I knew my mother had brainwashed me. Let me go, if you want to shine, then glare. Her mother, go away. Lu Nuyen and I are not engaged yet, what's the use of arresting me? Tam Tin thought for 2 seconds and then actually stepped forward. Tao, I'm out. Luckily Tam Tin is an idiot. When I walked out the warehouse door, I saw Lu Nguyen and the police waiting outside. I winked at her and Lu Nguyen nodded. I followed Lu Nguyen into the car, and some police followed Tam Tin back to the villa. It is said that as soon as she entered the house, Tam Tin yelled at her mother. The police broke down the door, blinding her. She really listens to me. The 2 hours in the warehouse passed quickly. I returned to the live studio again. My kidnapping was considered a stain on the Lu family. The Lu family is powerful. Lu Nguyen has not yet taken action. The news has been suppressed by the adults in the Lu family. Isn't that what I said? Is your sister a bit mentally challenged? I secretly asked Lu Nguyen, did you see it? My mother taught me. I don't even know what a plus sign equals. Tam Tin's mother is also a talented person. Tam Hugh-so didn't know when he came to my side, squinting his eyes, assessing me from head to toe. It's okay, no injuries. Who am I? Can I get hurt? Just with my speaking skills, I can convince her. Tam Hugh-so was dirty with me. Lu Nguyen suddenly took a step forward, pushing her aside. Stay away from my husband. Quickly coming to the meat grilling part, the 5 people at the bait are arranged, male on one side, female on the other, bait facing each other. Next to me was originally Ha Kwong but was taken over by Lu Nguyen. I took a nap, and she said in a low voice, don't lose face here anymore, okay? It's not a row of 7 people, 6 boys, and only you or a girl. What kind of system is that? Lu Nguyen shook her head. I won't go. I want to grill meat for you. Can you please stop talking so loudly? I'm going to die from laughing. Lu Nguyen, truly a leopard, attracts attention. Truly a talented person, don't speak ill of my sister. Lu Wanhao, people just want to grill meat for my husband. Lu Wanhao loves your husband. I won't go anywhere, I won't go anywhere. Looking at Lu Wanhao's resigned look, I really like it. When the grilled fish was brought up, Lu Nguyen carefully chopped coriander for me and removed the fish bones for me. An extremely good woman, Lu Wanhao is exactly the ideal model. Deep Shuyan, it's a great blessing, thank you Sister Lu Yen, you're so thoughtful. On the other side of Lu Nguyen's lips, Tai Khan suddenly spoke. He grabbed the plate of food placed in front of him. Lu Nguyen seemed angry, she put her chopsticks down on the table a little hard. The others saw this and immediately fell silent. Tai Khan, do you have parents? Lu Nguyen opened her mouth to instruct, somewhat kindly. Yes, so why are you so uneducated? Opposite lips, Tam Hugh-so burst out laughing. Tai Khan's face looked a bit ugly. Sister Nguyen, I can't insult you like that because you like me. What's wrong with Tai Khan? Who doesn't know that Deep Shuyan is Lu Wanhao's boyfriend? What is he planning to do, right in front of everyone and the entire country, expressing himself like this? This is the first time I've seen someone act so brazenly, it's really eye-opening. This internal news, 2 hours ago Deep Shuyan disappeared. Actually, he was kidnapped, Lu Wanhao still worried about him, there was no time, what else did he have time to care about Tai Khan? This technology alliance also has a good dog, right? What kidnapping? Lu Nguyen took a tissue, slowly wiped her hands, without tears, looking at Tai Khan. That's right, I like you, I've liked you for a year now. I'm dying of laughter, it's only been a year. I've been a fan of Lu Wanhao for 3 years. He just wants to flirt, right? Liking her for a year, why don't you think about how long Lu Wanhao has liked Deep Shuyan? He's written love letters since high school. Tai Khan can't be ashamed, he has such a thick face. Lu Nguyen held my hand tightly, but she had liked Deep Shuyan for 8 years. So your feelings for me and my feelings for Deep Shuyan are not worth comparing. Lu Nuyen confessed her love to me right on the live stream. She seems to be very suitable for the so-called sneeze constitution. Just for eating grilled meat, she is already at the top of search, and also as top H. Lu Nuyen confessed, Deep Shuyan. Lu Nuyen has liked Deep Shuyan for 8 years. Taikon confessed his love to Lu Nuyen. I already realized it. Lu Wanhao is truly a lover of love. It is true that only a woman in love can last long. 8 years of perseverance. Lu Nuyen is amazing. Love is beautiful. I'll pay my respects first. Lu Wanhao really loves Tu Shuyan very much. With today's barbecue combined with the sweet confession from before, this kid comes to X Entertainment just to get paid, right? No wonder Lu Wanhao previously refused to participate in the show but agreed this time. It turns out it's because of Deep Shuyan. Thank you, brother-in-law, you are really open. I teased him. Actually, I didn't really want to go to HS. Anyway, every time I go to HS, there are always people who make fun of me. Not to mention this time I became famous because of Lu Nuyen. The situation is even more special. But everything has pros and cons. The program hasn't even ended yet, but my manager has already received invitations from several other programs. My movie was so cursed that I couldn't even raise my face, and now people are starting to like me. At that time, Taikon was very popular. As soon as my movie was promoted, I was immediately cursed. There was a time when I wanted to leave SPC, but Lu Nuyen always encouraged me, gave me motivation and support. Now some people like me, some people like my love and Lu Nuyen. Lu Nuyen, after 2 episodes as a guest on the reality show, was pulled by her manager to act in a movie. And I became a permanent member of the program. Whenever she has time, Lu Nuyen comes back to look for me. As for me, because of filming the show, my popularity skyrocketed, and many people began to look back at me. But then one time Lu Nuyen came to visit me, and Tam Huso was helping me cut my nails because my hand was injured. His nails were scratched, so he could only ask nearby Tam Huso for help. At that moment, this scene was seen by Lu Nuyen. She appeared very generous at the filming scene, not showing any unusual emotions at all. But as soon as she left, she immediately posted it on Weibo and secretly sent her again. Tam Huso is an electric girl. Does she need to wave? Quickly delete the post. While walking, she went crazy. Don't drag me into it. I don't understand. Tu Shuyan, where do you see us? Lu Nuyen decisively hung up. Tam Huso was so angry that she cursed for another half hour. I turned on my phone and saw Lu Nuyen's baby. Deep Shuyan is mine, no one can touch it. My husband, my husband, my husband. Only I can touch his hands. I really want to go crazy, but my husband doesn't like me going crazy. Really, Huso, help my husband cut his nails. She touched his hand, she touched his hand. Tam Huchu Beast Map. Netizens' comments are all look at your unworthy appearance. I almost faint from laughing. Lu Nuyen is going crazy online. Finally, she's a little more energetic, and sure enough, just by approaching Deep Shuyan, she immediately changes. Deep Shuyan's wife is going crazy. Lu Nuyen. I love going crazy online. I texted Lu Nuyen, don't go crazy, otherwise I will confiscate your account. Messages sent are like rocks sinking to the bottom of the sea. After half an hour, there was still no response, until Ms. Tam Huso called me in front of me. Her face looked like an ant on the train looking at my phone. What were you fans of before? On the screen is Lu Nuyen's post. It turns out that right after receiving my message, she immediately posted, my husband texted me, hi. My husband doesn't let me go crazy, otherwise he will confiscate my account. I have to be obedient. Well, don't dare look at this post anymore. After my career took off, Lu Nguyen and I were both very busy and had almost no chance to appear together in front of the camera. On the occasion of Lu Nguyen's movie closing, the director invited me to the studio. Still in hybrid form, Lu Nguyen, don't be so crazy anymore, can you wake up? Look at your unreliable appearance. Lu Nguyen is in love and can't be saved. It feels like Lu Wanhao is becoming more and more human on television. This couple I kneel first. Since I arrived at the studio, it immediately turned into Lu Nguyen's home ground. She responded to the comment directly, that's right, my husband Deep Shuyan just now. That's a beard and a gillet, don't call Chiu Shuyan husband, only I can be called. Pray to God that you guys will have a boyfriend, are you dreaming? Oh, I know, it's just jealousy because I have such a wonderful Chiu Shuyan, right? Be jealous to death of you guys. Yes, I'm a loyal puppy, my husband before refused to make it public. I am me. Cling to him. That's right, the outstanding phenomenon is my husband's loving nickname for me. You guys can't call me that. Lu Nguyen really went overboard. While she was going crazy, I took a G diamond ring from the closet. So tense that she naturally knelt down on her knees. Lu Nguyen, 9 years together is not enough. I am a greedy person. I want to be with you until the end of my life. I want to be by your side forever, and go with you for the rest of this life. Will you marry me? Lu Nguyen did not hesitate, she immediately accepted the diamond ring and put it on her hand, I agree. Then turned to the comment and mocked, see? I know, my husband truly loves me. That evening, Lu Nguyen chose a fireworks party by the beach. During the last half hour, this luxury and indulgence was my turn. I comfortably lay on Lu Nguyen's lap. Lu Nguyen, you have finally become my legal money-making machine, I love it. Lu Nguyen's perspective, the first time I met Deep Shuyan was when I was 8 years old. At that time, Tam Tin joined a group of people blocking my way. Deep Shuyan didn't bring any weapons and just walked in. Let her go. Let me take care of it. I was helpless, just about to tell him to run away, but I didn't know what Tam Tin saw. Suddenly leading the whole crowd away. From that moment, I thought that Deep Shuyan was the person God sent to protect me. I'm not hiding anything, in my heart, his position is no lower than baby doll. He is a money lover. It is said that Deep Shuyan earns 208,000 per day. So I stepped in to make money. Deep Shuyan also entered the industry, he's just not as lucky as me. Actually, I also feel lucky. The tall tree catches the wind, I don't want Deep Shuyan to be criticized by netizens. But it's okay, he likes it. Let me earn the money, he just needs to be happy. I just didn't expect that Deep Shuyan would later participate in a TV show and become famous overnight. Not only that, but also brought in a love rival named Tam Hyu-so. Actually, I soon realized that Tam Hyu-so approached me just because of Deep Shuyan. Wrong. Later, every time I was busy and not with Deep Shuyan, I saw him with Tam Hyu-so. That bastard knows how to comfort him. I really hate it, but at that time I couldn't complain. Because every time I complained, he immediately told me, shut up, tell me to work hard to make money. I really work hard to make money, almost becoming the family's money-making tool. But that's okay, the more I earn, the higher my family's status is. The more you do it, the more intense it becomes. Let's not talk anymore, now we like a new yacht, we have to continue making money.